PRC, quality service since 1972. Repairing TVs, console stereos, electronic musical instruments, pinball machines, arcade games, and more. Call 836-0454.
This is the ABC 3340 Weather Extreme video. This is for Monday morning, the 28th of July. James Spann here. It's hot summertime weather for Alabama the next couple of days, and northwest flow aloft means the chance of a few storms. Always a tricky deal this time of the year. Maybe the better chance of showers and storms coming Thursday of this week. Let's go out the window this morning and take a look. And our little daylight we had a month ago is gone as we're getting well past the solstice now. There's a look at the Birmingham sky cam. Looking south from the top of the Daniel Building on 20th Street downtown. Down in Shelby County, the view from US 280 looks like a little fog down around the Cahaba. And from Tuscaloosa, that is looking east from the top of the Tuscaloosa County Courthouse. There's the water vapor satellite shot this morning. Got a big blow-up of storms over the Midwest. The heat ridge laid out across the deep south. The core of that seems to be over Texas. And we note that little massive storms in the Gulf of Mexico just off the coast. There's a look at the radar coming from Eglin Air Force Base this morning. And, you know, that I believe it's what's left of that convective blow-up that moved through Mississippi last night in parts of West Alabama, big MCS. And, you know, there have been times when you get a big MCS that blows in the Gulf, and if it hangs in there, it tries to develop a tropical-type system. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but we've seen some models hint at that, as you'll see. So we'll keep an eye on that. Here's a look at the severe weather outlook for today. A slight risk of severe weather where you typically expect it up in late July, up over the Midwest, in the plains, the high plains. QPF map, this is suggesting no rain underneath the heat bubble over Texas, and then the old ring of fire around that. And for the northern half of Alabama, about 1 to 1.5 inches, with the heavier totals near the Gulf Coast. It's suggesting a max of 2.3 inches, not too far from Fort Walton Beach and Navarre Beach. And we'll peek at the tropics here real quick. There's a look at the big view of the Atlantic Basin, and it's awfully quiet out there. We've still got that little disturbance in the middle of the Atlantic. That's the one that came off the coast of Africa last week, and that's kind of out in the middle of nowhere, and will stay there, and will probably not develop anyway. And again, in the Gulf, there's a look at the convective mass south of Fort Walton. And we'll watch that with interest. And let's take a look at the modeling. This is the GFS valid at 1 o'clock today. Still got a trough over the east, the heat ridge over the plain states, and a northwest flow aloft. And down below that, what the models are not going to handle well, it's these big convective systems that blow up northwest of here and come down the pike. We had one that came down through Memphis and Mississippi yesterday. The models had no clue about that thing, and even brought some pretty good storms to West Alabama. And we'll have to watch for that again today with that action going on up there this morning. Conventional logic here looking at that would say just a small chance of a shower or storm, but hey, let's watch the radar and see. Other than that, just typical hot, muggy summer weather, mid-90s, maybe upper 90s in spots, but we've got good soil moisture. And a lot of the sun has got to work on evaporating that, and it's hard to get really serious heat here with the soil moisture so good. Tomorrow, we've got the deeper moisture over the southern half of the state. Same kind of deal. I'm not so sure the model has a good grasp on what's happening here with convection. We'll certainly need to mention some chance of a shower or storm. And again, we'll be watching the Gulf. We'll go to Wednesday, and the deeper moisture stays over South Alabama, south of Clanton. And then on to Thursday, and we've got the heights are coming down, a trough developing over the east, and a little shortwave. You can see that through Mississippi rotating through here, and that looks like a relatively wet day, scattered to numerous showers and storms. And the OZ-NAM develops a tropical system. Keeps North Alabama dry, brings in a tropical system up into Panama City Thursday morning. And, in fact, that same model shows 8 inches of rain for Panama City this week. Yeah, it's an outlier for now, but again, you can't totally blow off the idea with the water down there running in the upper 80s and that convective mass down there now. So just an idea that's out there. And then Friday, back to the GFS, the deeper moisture shifts down into South Alabama, and then Saturday, starting off the weekend, it kind of wants to Again, hint at some kind of low down there over the Florida Panhandle with the deeper moisture off to the east of that on the onshore flow side and drier air coming in here, and pretty much the same look on Sunday with potential for very heavy rain around Tallahassee. So again, the models are kind of hinting at something brewing down there. We'll see. And then Monday of next week, the 594 circle is over the southern plain states, while again, the Gulf looks awfully wet down there. And we'll go to the end of the cycle on August the 12th. A nice trough over the eastern U.S. and a nice kind of front dipping out down in here, which might suggest, if that's right, an enhanced chance of showers and storms. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this morning. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 3:30 or so today. And, of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News at 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Again, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.